Howdy folks, it's Tults earlier, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I know it's been a long time since a video, a long time for me anyway, and a couple of reasons. One reason is that piano deal I talked about fell through, so of course it did. So that's been having me kind of feeling blah and uninspired to do anything, because that was going to be a sure deal, and lo and behold it didn't work out. So instead I've been spending my hobby time doing this puzzle instead of flying, because then I don't have to talk to anybody, I don't have to edit videos, I don't have to think about what I'm doing. Insane. I just do this puzzle in my free time late at night, except I have 33 hours into this puzzle. All those black looking pieces are dark browns and dark greens, and I just can't find the right light, so I've been doing that at night instead of flying airplanes. But here we are today, gonna fly. Another reason why I haven't been flying as much is because ever since the UK update, my some graphic issues I've been having, which has been driving me crazy, which I just haven't felt like troubleshooting. So right now, I don't know what it looks like for you if the editing or rendering, but for me I get a little bit of screen tearing with VSync off. But if I turn VSync on, it goes like this across the screen, even though I get 52 frames per second. So I either get like this, it looks like low frame rates even though it's not, or I get screen tearing like I'm getting now, which you may or may not see. So that is kind of frustrating. If I'm in the cockpit, it's even worse. If I'm outside, it's bad. If I'm above 10,000 feet, it goes away. So someone told me it's probably the scenery, maybe? I don't know. I need to check out non-UK scenery and see if I have the same problem. And if I do have the same problem, then I gotta troubleshoot a bunch of stuff. If I don't have the same problem, then it's the UK scenery. So I'm actually going to do that after this video, but I'll give you the answer now. So does this problem still happen outside of UK scenery? Yes or no? There's your answer on the bottom of the screen. So because of the piano thing having me feeling oh ho hum, I've been doing the puzzle instead of talking to you all. And because of this UK update really screwing up the visuals here, I mean, this looks horrible for me. I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest. It's so bad for me. Because of those two things, I just haven't really felt like flying. What I'm going to do today, I'm not forcing myself to fly today. I do want to fly today. I'm losing my voice for some reason, though. I do want to fly today, so here we are, right? So there you go, quick introduction. What are we doing? Well, we're going to start the first of 5 videos where we look at each of the 5 handcrafted, handmade airports from the UK update, starting with Barra, because it's a beach. We flew here in X-Plane a while ago, and I didn't know it was a beach. So I was flying around looking for an airport, looking, and then I realized when I looked it up, it's a beach. So I already know this is a beach, so I have a head start, but I wanted to start here. World weather's turned on, and it's insane. I think the wind is like 29 or 30 knots, coming from, well, I kind of already did a practice flight and scrapped the video because it was so bad. So I already know this wind. ATC said it's coming from 266, which is right here at 29 knots. But if you look at the windsock, it's clearly coming from over here. And as soon as I let go of the parking brake, the wind is going to blow us this direction without even any throttle. So the wind is modeled to blow us that way, but the ATC said it's coming from that way. So I already know that. Anyway, what are we doing here? We are here to check this airport in detail, then we'll fly around a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. We're not really going to check out rural UK scenery yet. I want to do that as a separate thing. So let's just take out our little drone as though we're walking along here. And looks like they have taxiway marks here, but those are actually the runway numbers I found out. So, oh gosh, as I get closer to the ground, the screen tearing, I can barely use this. This is horrible. What happened, Flight Simulator? Anyway, that looks like a taxi sign, but it's the runway sign, because I already know that, because I already did a video that I scrapped. We also know that this is handcrafted, so I expect no mistakes. So, I don't know. That should be red, shouldn't it? Or maybe not, because it's on the runway? I don't know. I just know that's, see, runway 7, it says right here. That's runway 7, right there. I know that. Then we have a floating signpost. Okay. Okie dokie. Anyway. Let's see. So we come down the road. Oh my gosh. I can barely use this. This looks so bad. Oh, terrible. This the terrain I'm talking about, not the scenery. We got a barbed wire fence. That looks like it could probably use some maintenance. And then just this cute little airport. Cute little airport with a bunch of Volvos. Which is funny because when I talked about these Volvos in my first video that I scrapped, I said that everybody we live except us, all my kids' friends, they all have Volvos and Teslas. Everybody here has Volvos and Teslas. And as I said that, a friend's mom texted me, and they of course have a Volvo and a Tesla. Except right now because of the ice in Minnesota, their Volvo is stuck in ice in their backyard. Yep, their pipe burst, which is very unusual for Minnesota, because normally we stay ahead of that, but their pipe burst because they didn't take the hose off after summer, and it flooded their backyard, and their Volvo was frozen in like not 3 feet, maybe a foot of ice. I think it's kind of funny. They're from New Jersey, so maybe they're not used to Minnesota weather. Anyway, what happened here? Boy, oh boy, I hope they got some insurance. That's a bummer, huh? Again, that must be autogen and handcrafted at the same time. This is funny though, because when I used to go to a music prep school, I swear they parked like this. It was like valet parking only because they would put triple the cars in the lot than was meant for. It was so scary. So scary. Oh my gosh. But, that's hilarious. Anyway, oh, the screen share. I don't really hope it's being recorded, but, because usually VSync stuff is on the monitor side, but man, I wish you could see how bad this is for me right now. Anyway, and they can't park. Well, we have a lot of people like that here park too, especially where I live with their expensive cars. They take up 2 or 3 spots, even park sideways so people can't park by them. Anyway, moving along, because that's the point of this, is to check out this airport. Looks like speed limit is 10, and you can go here to reclaim your baggage. Not claim it, but reclaim it. And then there's a dumpster fire. Alrighty, let's see. Going in here. Going to the cute little tower. Oh, this is modeled inside. Sometimes I wonder why. Like, why do they bother with this level of detail? But then people complain if they don't. So, there's their airspace there. And, probably have lunch, huh? Looks like they're set up for social distancing as well. Whoops. And, let me slow down my camera controls here. There we go. And they look out onto the beach. Alright, so then you come down here, and maybe the manager has their own office in here. Is this modeled? This better not be modeled inside. No, okay, I was going to say, wow, that's a lot of detail. The cones, though, have reflective material. Okay. And the grass. This grass doesn't move, I noticed. The autogen grass does, but the handcrafted does not. Looks like they got some storage there. What's in here? Is this like where weddings are? Is this where people wait when it's raining? Or they sleep if they can't leave? I don't know. Anyway, it looks good. It's fine. I'm not a huge like scenery detail person. I'd rather fly planes and look at the world scenery from the sky. But at the same time, I also know that if something is missing, if details are missing, you notice. If they're there, you don't notice. If it's missing, you do notice. So this is kind of nice. This is like a key drop or something to pay your landing dues if they're not towered at the moment. Anyway, it looks really good. I'm really frustrated by the way the graphics are tearing on my screen, but whatever. Alrighty, so let's hop inside and let's fly a little bit, and then we'll come back. Again, mainly this video is just to check out the airport, but then we'll check it out from the air. So let's hop inside. Let's start this thing up. Maybe we can go like that. And I'm not going to use my checklist. I'm not going to bother. I think we can just go like this, right? Is that going to start like that, or did I forget something? What did I forget? Is it because I already flew this earlier and I didn't restart the sim? Fuel's on, throttle, mixture. Is that better? There we go. That's better. Alright. First set of flaps down. Should we use ATC? Let's use ATC. Let's use it. So you can already tell that I flew a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, let's request to the south. Let's see what they have to tell us here.
Ground Turtle Sook Tango Sierra 4105 request taxi for south departure.
Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to and hold short of runway 25 using taxiway cross runway tree cross runway 29er. Contact tower on 118.08 when ready.
Okie dokie. We will, and we're already
Taxi,
there.
hold short
And I'll
runway
explain how I
25
know
using
that in a minute.
taxiway cross runway tree cross runway 29er Turtle Sook Tango Sierra 4105.
Alright, so normally you have to taxi around, and when you get to about where you take off, where you're assigned, then this pops up. But since this has already popped up, we're already there. So let's get our clearance now, since we're here.
Tower Turtle Sook Tango Sierra 4105 ready for departure to the south at runway 25. Turtle Sook Tango Sierra 4105 cleared for takeoff runway.
And we have all of our knobs turned on and flaps are already down. So watch what happens when I take the parking brake off.
25 Turtle Sook Tango Sierra.
The throttle is back all the way, and oh, now it's gonna work. Okay, so I put myself in a good spot because before we were facing a direction that the wind was blowing us all around. Anyway, so never mind. I'm a liar. All right, get the barometer set, get our compass synced. So runway 25 is really that way, because see, but because of the wind, the way it's modeled, because I just did this, we're actually going to go runway 7. See the front end lift up already because we're into the wind. Oh my goodness, here we go. Alright, airspeed, there we go. And then it's just going to shoot up. See, the wind is blowing us all over the place. See it shoot up really fast? There we go. Let's just get off the ground as soon as possible. Brakes stop the wheels, flaps coming in a little early maybe. Yeah, let's not. And then we're going to look around. And then come back. Super simple, just checking out the airport. And some of the surrounding scenery. Let's head south. Over the hills. And look out the window. Oh my gosh. The weird flashing on my screen. That's crazy. Alrighty. We already know the airspace is pretty big after looking at that tower view.
4105. Continue for south departure.
Looking good though. Alright, let's hop outside. Look around a little bit. We don't have to be completely about the airport today. Go down there, of course. The waterways are crazy because of the wind. A little village-type places. I should research this area more. I know it's a famous airport and all that, but I don't know anything else about it. I kind of wish I did. Here's mainland UK over there. On the left side of the water. Let's stay below the clouds, of course. There's some traffic down there. Otherwise, it seems to be kind of like a rocky, greeny, hilly area. Well, that's a nice looking shot, isn't it? Sun about to come down. We'll just go around this hill and come back. Like I said, we'll do a rural UK sightseeing trip later. This is just all about the airport today. Like, literally just about the airport. Look at that crosswind. Oh my goodness. Well, that's opposite what it said at the whatchamacallit, at the windsocks. Interesting. I wonder what's going on with the wind in this area. It can't make up its mind. Oh man, I just want to land on top of that hill. Anyway, so here we go. Let's head back to the airport already. Just because that's what we're doing today. Let's see here. Let's do a full stop landing. And it's probably going to tell us runway 25. Which may or may not be into the wind. Yeah. Okay, do you hear how the radio is kind of staticky compared to how it was when we were there? There's an option you can turn on for that, where if you have hills, terrain, wind, distance, it'll get staticky. Just booked as opposed to clear, and that's what was happening there. So that's kind of cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, wind 266 it says, which means the wind is like right this way. Runway 225 is close to that, but the wind socket is actually going that way too. So it's super confusing. But we're going to land there anyway, just because it's what it's telling us to do. Cleared to land.
Cleared to land runway 25 Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105.
Alright, let's start coming down and land this thing, eh? Alright, throttle's back to speed, and oh my goodness, the wind is really going to make this difficult. Alright, so can we see what we're doing? Of course we can't. Let's go right over, let's aim for over this. There probably is a procedure for all this, but I don't know the airport well enough. I kind of wish I did, because then I could teach you something rather than just ramble at you for 20 minutes. But that's just how it is. You all have been here before. You know what it's like. Alright, so we're going to use that island as kind of like our, well, just to the right of the island is like our approach. I don't want to go directly over the island because the terrain turbulence could be really crazy. So I'm just going to aim for that. So here we go. Keep our speed up a little bit till we're on final. We are cleared and everything, right? Yeah. Alright. Request airport direction. It's the big beach. Just don't hit anything. Right? Alright, here we go. What's our speed looking like? Keep our speed up till we're on final, then we'll do flaps. Gears fixed, obviously. And here we go. Alrighty. Pitch up to slow down, but bring throttles back so we don't climb. And as soon as we get in the white arc, we'll do first set of flaps, which will be right about now. And then we're going to float a little. There's also that bug where flaps are doing like double the lift or something. So you're able to land at like 30 knots. I forgot about that bug. They discussed a hot fix, but decided not to do a hot fix. We have to wait till March to get the next update. So we're going to do, well, you know what, I think this plane is okay. I think it's the turboprops that are mostly affected. I think this will be okay, because in my video that is scrapped, I landed just fine with flaps, so we'll see. But with the turboprops, what you got to do, what I've been doing, is you come in like normal, and then just before you touch down, bring in all the flaps. Or else you're just going to float at like 30 knots. I'm not kidding. That being said, I completed, off camera, I completed all 50 hours of IFR for the achievement. So I got that achievement. Yeah, let's not hit that thing in the ground. So here we go. Flaps. Bring thing back. And we're not in a hurry to land because I don't want to attack you for 5 minutes. But there we go. There's our extra lift. It's nothing like the turboprops though. Let's see how we're not stalling. I still full control the aircraft. See that? Here we go. Let's just let it do its thing. There we go. There we found it. We bounced? Oh, bummer. I did not bounce in the other video. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry much about it until the sim is up to fixed in the next update already. Here we go here. We're gonna request the parking. Alright.
Ground Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 29er cross runway 33 cross runway 7.
In other words, just cross the beach and
Taxi
park.
to general
That's what it's trying to
aviation
tell
parking
us.
Via taxiway cross runway 29er cross runway 33 cross runway 7 Turtle Soup Tango Sierra 4105.
Okie dokie. Simple enough. So just, checked out the airport in detail. It's a small airport, but we still spent quite a bit of time checking it out. Set the parking brake. Otherwise, that's pretty much gonna be it, right? Oh, come here. Alright, let's turn this off, get our screen, hit continue, and come outside. It'll still count the flight. It'll just add a second line of zeros. Alright, so that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Super simple, weird kind of thing. Just checking out the airport and then flying around a little bit in 152. So it's been a while. I kind of feel rusty. It's amazing I take a couple weeks off from recording and I feel like I'm a newbie all over again, but whatever. Look for a few more of these flights with the handcraft airports in the UK update, and That's it. If I say anything else, I'm just going to beat a dead horse. So I will see you next time.